Would you be interested to know how you can enjoy the perfect sunrise for almost an hour from the world's tallest building in the most budget way possible? Then continue watching this video.
Hi folks, welcome back to Visual Waves. This is Nikhil
This is Trina.
and this is a continuation of our Dubai vlog series. Today we are back with a video of how we spent an entire day in Dubai, and previously we had made a video about our experience on the world's highest 360 degree infinity pool, the link to which you should be able to see up on your screen right about now. So let's get into it.
So we started off our day by having coffee and croissant in Burj Khalifa. Let's discuss how you can also book this experience. To book this experience, you have to go to the official website of Atmosphere, which is the restaurant on 123rd floor of Burj Khalifa. Once you go to their website, you will be able to see a lot of various options of the experiences that you can select. So go through the website, select the one you like you can go for a lunch buffet option, high tea option, or the one that we selected was coffee in the clouds. So coffee in the clouds costed us 180 per person, and that includes one beverage and one bakery option. Once you have selected what you want to go for, send them an email request, and once they accept your request, you will get an email from them with the available slots and the amount that you have to pay and the payment link. Once you go to the payment link and you have decided the slot, go pay the amount, and they'll come back to you with the confirmation. That's it. That's easy and simple. That's how you will book.
Right. And see, 100 dirhams, that's like 2,500 rupees, right? So that's pretty good for the experience, considering you get an entire hour worth of the window all to yourself to enjoy a perfect cup of coffee with a bakery, croissant, and while soaking in the perfect sunset, one of the most magnificent ones that you can enjoy from within the world's tallest building, right? And there was a reason why we went for this experience, right? So you would have heard about the observatory experience that most people opt for while experiencing Burj Khalifa. Now, this observatory experience is situated at 124th and 125th floor of Burj Khalifa. Now, if you think about it, this restaurant, Atmosphere, sits at 123rd and 22nd floor, which is like 1 and 2 levels down below the observatory experience. And at the same time, you get this exclusive overall nature of the experience, right? It's a restaurant, it's a pretty luxurious one at that. And so why not? So instead of going for the typical crowded experience, we decided to go for this, and it was absolutely worth it. We got that 1 hour, we enjoyed the cup of coffee. We explored the place. It's on 2 floors, 123rd and 22nd. So we explored both the floors. We took a lot of pictures and videos. And yeah, it was an experience to remember. Very beautiful. And that's when we ended that and headed off to the next experience for the day, which was Dubai Mall. So once in Dubai Mall, primarily we went over there to kill time, maybe to do some shopping and just to spend the time before we headed off to the last experience. But and while this was not decided, we decided to go for the activity of the Dubai Aquarium, right? And the aquarium experience cost us around 500 dirhams, which is like 12,000 rupees per head. And this is for the full board package that we did. And this is the underwater zoo experience that I'm talking about. While you book and while you're in the queue at the reception, you can ask for various other packages. This is the one that we took. And it included and started off with an underwater boat ride. It was a transparent boat that goes around in circle, and there is a guide who tells you about some interesting facts and quizzes you to test your knowledge about the aquarium. And it was interactive and nice. And after that, you can hop off, maybe do some fish feeding also, and then take a tour of the entire elaborately spread across aquarium experience. So when we say aquarium, right, it's not just the water or the typical fishes and all. They have all sorts of flora and fauna that you can possibly imagine. So it's a pretty extensive experience. It will take you good 2.5 hours to do this experience. So keep this in mind. If you are going for that entire experience, this is the amount of time it will take you if you want to do it the right way. We also took a pit stop at an in-house kind of a snacking area or a lunching area where you can get some snacks and food for you, and it was included in our package. So we just redeemed the coupon for that and we got something to eat and ended the experience with a souvenir shop where we got some fridge magnets, and yeah, that's how it ended. And yeah, it was the overall experience. And now it was almost our time to hit the last and the most anticipated experience for the day, which was the sunset cruise experience at Dubai Marina. So,
but
yeah.
Before that, we were pretty hungry.
Mm.
So we stopped at a beach club before reaching the yacht. So this place was very close to the yacht club, like 10 minutes from the yacht club. It's called Barasti Beach Club.
Mm.
Yeah, so we took the covered package, and we don't remember the exact price, but it included like 4 drinks and 2 snacks options.
Yeah.
So we chilled out there for some time, rested there, killed some time, and once we were rested and it was almost time for the sunset, we headed off to the yacht club. So the sunset cruise was about to start by 5:30 p.m.
Right.
So we were supposed to reach the club by 5 p.m. because they have a check-in process that you have to go through. They'll
Right.
give you the boarding pass before boarding the cruise, but it got delayed and it got late by an hour. So it was supposed to start at 5:30, but then it started at 6:30, and we were said that you have an hour, so come back in an hour. So to again kill some time, we walked around the area, but it was a pretty nice experience. The entire marina area has a lot of restaurants, a lot of cafes, so we just walked around, enjoyed the skyline, and we had some coffee, killed some time, chilled, and then came back at around 6:15, and then checked, and then the process was smooth.
Yeah. So by the time we came back, the boarding process had already started. The good part was we had our boarding passes already. So we just joined the queue. It took you down that ramp to a red carpet thingy, and then it takes you to the cruise. So it was a very fancy and an elegant boarding process. The cruise itself was something to behold. It's a proper 2-deck cruise. On the top deck, you have this entire open seating arrangements from where you can enjoy all the views. And on the bottom part, you have certain basic facilities where you can just rest in and also enjoy the food later on, right? So it was a pretty good experience to start with, and it had a lot of small components to it that kind of blown us away, to be fairly honest. So there was this on the top deck when the cruise started, right? So it takes you to various spots one at a time. It's like a pretty lengthy cruise, I would say. Almost 2 hours were spent there.
Yeah.
And like Trina mentioned that it was delayed by an hour, but it led us into something that was very unexpected. So we were prepared for the sunset, but instead we ended up enjoying the kind of the moonlight experience, which was even more amazing because you can see the entire skyline all lit up, and it was really beautiful. Very windy, very chilly, and it was just amazing. The tour itself, when it was going to multiple points, there is this robotic guide that is instilled in the boat. It talks about certain interesting facts about the points that you are visiting, and it's not robotic, to be honest. It tries to throw in certain puns and some jokes while at it and while describing it. So it was nice overall.
Yes, and after that we had the barbecue buffet. So some snacks and some drinks were included in this. We did not opt for the alcoholic option. For that, you have to pay some extra amount when you are booking for this. We had the general barbecue snacks option and drinks option. That was also pretty nice, but because it was very windy, the food was getting a little cold very soon. Nonetheless, it was good to have some snacks on board. We did not mention this before, but this trip costed us 12,700 per person, which we
I think it was for 2. I think
12,700
for two. And we did it from Klook. So there are various platforms you can check out and get your guide, Klook, or even online. The yacht club that we booked it with was Exclusive Yacht Club. You can check out their webpage also if you're interested. It's a pretty good one apparently.
Yeah, it was not something we planned.
It was not something
the
we
last
planned.
moment booking that we did.
Yeah, one of the last moment booking activities, and yeah, it was just great.
Glad we did.
Glad we did it. Yes, absolutely. So exclusive yacht club, did it via Klook, 12,700 for two, and yeah, that was the experience. So that is how we ended the day, starting off with breakfast in the world's
clouds.
highest restaurant. Then
Dubai Mall.
Dubai
right
Mall, the
beside.
aquariums, the day with the fishes, and then ending it with amazing sunsets / moonlight cruise. So yeah, that was about the entire day that we had in Dubai. So to summarize, the coffee in the cloud experience at Atmosphere-Burj Khalifa, 4,500 for two or something like that. So that's like 2,500 per head.
Yeah.
1 hour inside Burj Khalifa, top location. Yeah, pretty recommended experience, and again a good alternate suggestion to the observatory that you would go to. And yeah, so that was a good summary about Atmosphere. Yeah.
Yes, and it's recommended from our end.
Absolutely.
Next was the Dubai Aquarium. So it was not something that we planned. It was pretty impromptu and we wanted to kill some time. And it costed us, the entire underwater zoo experience costed us 580 per person, which is almost 12,000 per person, which we felt was a little bit on the pricey side, little bit too expensive. It's recommended if you are with your kids and they would want to experience that, but it's not something that we would do it again. So not very much recommended from our end. It's based on a very personal liking. If you want to spend so much of time in the aquarium, then go for it. You have other options as well. So check out the prices for scuba. I am pretty sure it will be nice, scuba and meeting the penguins and stuff like that. But the underwater zoo for 580 was a little bit too much for us.
Right. Yeah. And for the last experience, which is the cruise experience, so as you must have heard in the video, that the experience itself was something that booked pretty last minute. It was not something on our original agenda. We didn't know what to expect out of it. Just saw some videos here and there, and we ended up booking this one. So exclusive yachts booked by Klook, 12,700 for two. That's like around again 6,500 per head. A great one, and absolutely, I don't know, 1,000 or 10 on 10 kind of an experience. Definitely recommended. Generous window. And see, there could be different operators around there. Exclusive Yachts was the one that we did from, and we want to emphasize that so that you also don't end up in a surprise. So you can perhaps explicitly search for these operators, maybe online as well, or from whichever platform you are booking, be it Get Your Guide, be it Klook. The Exclusive Yacht Club is the one that we booked from. Their cruise was top notch. Their overall service was top notch. Staff was very friendly. They were like always there to and lending a hand to take us to a spot and photograph us and have a video. Towards the end, I think there was a time when the captain even lended his captain hat to us so that we can take some photos. So yeah, pretty generous and accommodating staff, and overall a very nice experience. So that was our summary for that experience. A definite must recommend. That was about it for this video. In the upcoming video, we will be covering our experiences of desert safari, our honest opinions about it. One of our most favorite spots, chilling spots in Dubai, Old Dubai, which is Al Seef. And last but not the least, again, one of the most anticipated experience, which was kind of the reason why we booked this entire Dubai trip in the first place, which was to enjoy the New Year's fireworks from Burj Khalifa. So we'll be talking about that in the next video. It would be one of the highlights in the next video. So stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, hit that like button, share this with your friends and family, and support this channel by subscribing to us. Show us some love. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.